Gambia, Angola, China Holding, Gash, producers of the finest tomato paste in the Gambia. Jaja tomato paste, available in 5 kilos, 1 kilo and in sachets. For wholesale and retail, visit our factory at Banjulanding. We are also producers of Jaja mineral water, cool, clear and fresh. Gash, Gambia, Angola, China Holding, with headquarters at Fatu Golden Plaza, Mile 7, Bertel Harding Highway. Gash Group also provides the best security company, Gash Security, for your offices, warehouses, homes and personal property. Gash Group for all your construction projects, offering you quality water reticulation for your gardens, pump irrigation, tidal irrigation projects and all types of buildings. You can contact Gash on 396-7894, 700-8993, 373-0259. Visit us at Gash Global Group on Bertel Harding Highway, Fatu Golden Plaza. Our website www.gashglobal.com. Gambia, Angola, China Holding, Gash.
Sophie Milk ñu ngi fété juróom benn ati cafka bu dul dañ ñoo leen indil Jalika full cream milk powder neex saf sàpp te bari cafka pour di leen jërëjëfati si ni ngeen defee Sophie Milk seen favorite milk brand léegi mun ngeen a jëfandikoo empty Jalika milk sachets wala carton pour gagner ay xéewal yu riche. Pour gagner motorbike dajaleel fukk ak juróomi empty carton yi Jalika milk pour gagner yeneen xéewal yu mel ni PlayStation 4, TV, fridge freezer, gas cooker, bicycle wala mobile phone. dajaleel fukk ak juróomi empty Jalika milk sachets def leen si biir enveloppe binda si sa tur ak sa téléphone number. Mun ngeen ko yóbbu si bépp Jalika milk agent bu leen gën a jege. Pour xam bi si raful yi dem leen Jalika milk Facebook page. Jalika milk mooy meew bu ees bu leen so fi indil gën a neex saf sàpp te riche.
TAF Africa Global is the first and biggest private estate developer in the Gambia and present in 7 other African countries. We take pride in leading innovation in all spheres of real estate sector in the Gambia and beyond. As such, we are launching the development of the first smart and modern office and retail towers in the Gambia called TAF Twins. The TAF Twins is located in the heart of the Kanifing institutional area and 10 minutes drive away from Banjul. TAF Twins is designed to have 5 floors of office spaces ranging from 50 square meters to over 1,000 square meters with 2 elevators, central air conditioning, 24 hours electricity and water supply, with the ground floor reserved for banking, supermarket, restaurant and coffee shop. For your bookings and reservations, please call now on 376-2333 or 776-2333. Thank you.
It's a warm welcome to our studio here in Serakunda. This is Star TV News with me, Momodu Baila Barre. In the headlines tonight, OIC Secretariat says Gambia indeed on path to host 2022 summit. AG Chambers suspends Penny appeals criminal case. Rainbow Properties and Construction Company launched. TCFC clinches Tujarang Super Cup. On the international scene, Italy calls for African task force to tackle growing ISIL threat. Thousands stranded in Bangladesh before sweeping COVID lockdown. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. The Gambia OIC Secretariat has corroborated President Adama Barrow's recent assertion that the Gambia is on the path to successfully host the 2022 Conference of Heads of State and Leaders of Islamic Nations. More in this report with Dado Cham.
The President Adama Barrow is optimistic that the Gambia is on track to host the 2022 OIC Summit. The Gambia missed the first opportunity to host the OIC Summit in 2020 as the country lagged behind in putting in place the right infrastructure to successfully host it. However, President Adama Barrow is in this time around confident that the country is on the path to successfully host the 2022 summit. During his discussion with the Secretary General of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation in Saudi Arabia last week, President Adama Barrow informed Secretary General Dr. Yusuf bin Ahmed Al Utaimi that Banjul is on course as far as the 2022 OIC summit is concerned. The president's statement has apparently generated social media debates as some took to the keyboard to spread counter-narratives. Some have argued that the Gambia is so far not up to the task of hosting the summit come next year, but the Gambia OIC Secretariat has jumped to the president's defense. According to the Secretariat, President Barrow, as chairperson of the board of the Gambia OIC Secretariat, has accurate, timely and first-hand information regarding the status of all OIC projects. It reinforced the president's assertions that the Gambia is on track to host the summit as all projects are in progress with no worries of meeting the deadlines. NAWEC was on 29th June 2020 expected to formally hand over the sites for the commencement of the construction of 13 production boreholes and 3 observatory boreholes. Phase 1 of the OIC water rehabilitation project following the signing of the contract between the corporation and Swami India International. The Gambia OIC Secretariat also said in a statement that the demolition of the current VIP lodge and laying of the foundation stone for the new VVIP lodge are set for mid-July. In the same vein, the detailed design for the electricity enhancement project is under review. Following the tendering process for the Batin Hiding Highway, evaluation have been submitted for final approval, revealed the Secretariat. Reporting for Star TV News, I am Dado Cham.
The Attorney General's Chambers and Ministry of Justice has suspended the criminal case involving penny appeals, its employees and other individuals. Details in this report.
Penny Appeal Gambia, its staff and other individuals were last year jointly and severally charged with rape, operating a child center without a permit, and related offences. The matter was before the High Court, but the AG Chambers and Ministry of Justice this week said it uncovered new evidence in the course of the proceedings that suggests that the persons charged in this case were not linked to the commission of the offences. Therefore, the ministry deemed it appropriate under the circumstances to suspend this case through the filing of a nolle and redirect the Office of the Inspector General of Police to carry out further investigations into the matter with a view to bringing the actual culprits to justice, stated a press release issued by the AG Chambers and Ministry of Justice. Penny Appeal Gambia received bad press in August of last year following allegations of rape against its employees, illegally operating an orphanage and related offences. Penny Appeal UK issued a strongly worded statement following the allegations, saying it was truly horrified at safeguarding allegations at the local community-based organization in the Gambia. It has since submitted a serious incident report to the Charity Commission. Protecting children and young people from harm is of the highest possible level of importance to us. We recognize and accept our responsibility to ensure our partners provide an environment which promotes the safety of our beneficiaries, especially young people, at all times, it said. The allegations against Penny Appeal Gambia have led to the closure of its orphanage in Yarambamba on 12 August 2020. British boxer Amir Khan has also waded into the issue, arguing that when there is allegations of child abuse and nasty stuff like that, there is only one solution: sort it down immediately, investigate allegations, and if proven to be true, bring the culprits to justice. Penny Appeal is a well-known Muslim charity working in over 30 countries around the world. Jacqueline Coley for Star TV News.
Another real estate agency, Rainbow Properties, was today added to a list of the country's real estate companies. Adama Jallo explains.
Rainbow Properties on Tuesday launched in Sukuta to help in the provision of housing and construction solutions. Shareholder at Dabo Jula Enterprises, Modu Lamin Dabo, established the Rainbow Properties and Construction Company to provide cutting-edge housing and construction solutions. Dabo said the establishment of Rainbow Properties and Construction Company is the outcome of his passion to support young people. He added that there is a lot of negative perceptions about the country's real estate industry, but that he is here to make a difference.
Anyways, I always said this when I started my company. I already know the problems that real estates are facing. I'm not an exception to it, but I know their weaknesses, why they have a lot of noises are coming from their end. So I will use those weaknesses as my strength to get to where I wanted to be.
According to him, he has been in the real estate business for so long, hence his decision to set up his own company.
Anyways, I take it as a social responsibility as a young person who has been in the business for so long and then being creative and then helping other companies to grow. I deem it necessary to start up my own company. And
the mother of Mr. Dabo, Kadi Sise, expressed delight in her son's achievement and advised him to always pray and help young people. Kadi Momo, a colleague of Mr. Dabo, said Dabo is a role model who has demonstrated good leadership qualities during her stint with him.
And he has demonstrated a good, high-quality leadership skills that has motivated and inspired me to really look up to him as a brother, not only as a colleague that I'm working with, but also as a brother that I'm also working in hand with in order to get to a certain level.
He called on youths to emulate Dabo, whom she said is excited about helping young people. For Star TV News, I am Adama Jangjalo.
To sports now, TCFC over the weekend triumphed over Jungle Tigers in the finals of Tujarang Super Cup. Omar Job was watching.
The match, graced by prominent personalities such as the Secretary General and leader of the National Reorientation and Development Party, Lamin Satu Bojang, was decided by post-match penalty shootouts. It was an entertaining encounter with both teams starting pretty well in the first quarter of play, but TC subsequently enjoyed more of the possession but could not break through. Jungle Tigers bettered their game on resumption of play, pushing to find a lead, but it was no way through. Both teams fought tooth and nail to penetrate each other's backline, but the solid defense line could not allow any intrusion. Goal-scoring chances were many, but the goalkeepers remained solid between the goalposts, thus leading the game to post-match penalty shootouts. It was a marathon shootout as Jungle Tigers wasted their chances of scoring a win spot kick. This gave TCFC the chance to cling the trophy as their goalkeeper saved the last kick to send fans into wild jubilation. Head coach of Jungle Tigers, Landing Jawara, commended his boys for the efforts, saying they were just unfortunate to lose.
Although Nak is a good gen to me, to be frank, my boys, they did their level best. You know, what I expect, they did it. Just as such, we did not capitalize on our chances. That's why we become the losers. But football is always like that. You know, it's lose and win. So we have to take it with good faith.
TCFC coach Mamadou Diallo was impressed by his side performance, saying they deserve the trophy despite Jungle Tigers being a strong side. Meanwhile, winners TCFC smiled away home with mouth-watering cash prize and a giant trophy. Jungle Tigers also received a cash prize. For Star TV, I am Omar Job.
Those were the local stories. We'll be back with the international news after the short break.
Gambia, Angola, China Holding, Gosh, producers of the finest tomato paste in the Gambia. Jaja tomato paste, available in 5 kilos, 1 kilo and in sachets. For wholesale and retail, visit our factory at Banjulanding. We are also producers of Jaja mineral water, cool, clear and fresh. Gosh, Gambia, Angola, China Holding, with headquarters at Fatu Golden Plaza, Mile 7, Bertel Harding Highway. Gosh Group also provides the best security company, Gosh Security, for your offices, warehouses, homes and personal property. Gosh Group for all your construction projects, offering you quality water reticulation for your gardens, pump irrigation, tidal irrigation projects and all types of buildings. You can contact Gosh on 396-7894, 700-8993, 373-0259. Visit us at Gosh Global Group on Bertel Harding Highway, Fatu Golden Plaza. Our website www.goshglobal.com. Gambia, Angola, China Holding, Gosh.
Sophie Milk ñu ngi fété juróom benn ati cafka bu dut dañ ñoo leen indil Jalika full cream milk powder neex saf sàpp te bari cafka pour di leen jërëjëfati si ni ngeen defee Sophie Milk seen favorite milk brand léegi mun ngeen a jëfandikoo empty Jalika milk sachets wala carton pour gagner ay xéewal yu riche. Pour gagner motorbike dajaleel fukk ak juróomi empty carton yi Jalika milk pour gagner yeneen xéewal yu mel ni PlayStation 4, TV, fridge freezer gas cooker bicycle wala mobile phone dajalal fukk ak juróomi empty Jalika milk sachets def leen si biir enveloppe binda si sa tur ak sa téléphone number mun ngeen ko yóbbu si bépp Jalika milk agent bu leen gën a jege pour xam bi si raful yi dem leen Jalika milk Facebook page Jalika milk mooy meew bu ees bu leen so fi indel gën a neex saf sàpp te riche.
TAF Africa Global is the first and biggest private estate developer in the Gambia and present in 7 other African countries. We take pride in leading innovation in all spheres of real estate sector in the Gambia and beyond. As such, we are launching the development of the first smart and modern office and retail towers in the Gambia called TAF Twins. The TAF Twins is located in the heart of the Kanifing institutional area and 10 minutes drive away from Banjul. TAF Twins is designed to have 5 floors of office spaces ranging from 50 square meters to over 1,000 square meters with 2 elevators, central air conditioning, 24 hours electricity and water supply, with the ground floor reserved for banking, supermarket, restaurant and coffee shop. For your bookings and reservations, please call now on 376-2333 or 776-2333. Thank you.
And now beyond our borders, Italy's Foreign Minister Luigi Di Maio has proposed setting up an international task force to counter the threat of ISIL in West Africa's Sahel region. The U.S. Secretary of State backed the idea at a meeting of the Global Coalition to defeat the armed group. ISIL has made major gains in recent weeks in Nigeria, the Sahel, Mozambique and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Al Jazeera's Nicholas Haig reports.
At a conference in Rome, members of the Global Coalition Against ISIL warn the fight is not over. Africa is the new battleground.
Ho proposto di istituire un gruppo di lavoro dedicato all'Africa.
I proposed the creation of a working group to identify and halt the terrorist threat of Islamic State in the African continent. We welcome some African countries that are not members of the coalition, such as Burkina Faso, Ghana and Mozambique, invited as observers.
The armed group is gaining ground in the Sahel and in Mozambique's northern province of Cabo Delgado. Nearly 1 million people have been displaced and 3,000 killed as a result of the fighting that began in 2017 between an ISIL affiliate and Mozambique's security forces. Last week, the 16-member Southern African Development Community announced the deployment of troops to support Mozambique's military in its fight against ISIL.
Our approach rests on the basis that terrorism is a global threat, and if we want to defeat it, we must further our understanding, with the prospect of eradicating it from our entire region. I would like to assure you that in Mozambique we are deeply aware of our responsibilities.
In the Sahel regions of Burkina Faso, Niger and Mali, ISIL-affiliated groups are increasing their attacks. That's despite the presence of 14,000 UN troops, the G5 regional coalition, and the support of 5,000 French soldiers.
The Islamic State's own central leadership, they see their main prospects for the success of their brand as being in Africa. And it's interesting that even as this summit is taking place right now in Rome, only some days ago, the Islamic State's official spokesman released a speech in which he talked about Islamic State affiliates in various parts of the world, and he singled out for praise, in particular, the affiliates of the group in both West and Central Africa.
Fearing a wave of people illegally traveling to Europe, some European countries are joining France by sending troops on the ground to not only fight ISIL, but to disrupt human trafficking and illegal migration routes. For the coalition against ISIL, Africa is now the front line against the armed group. Nicholas Hawk, Al Jazeera.
In Bangladesh, the highly contagious Delta variant has led to the record numbers of infections and deaths. To control the outbreak, the government is imposing nationwide lockdown from Thursday. Tens of thousands of people are leaving the capital, Dhaka, before the lockdown takes effect. Some find themselves stranded, unable to find transport. Al Jazeera's Tanvir reports from a ferry terminal outside Dhaka, Bangladesh, where workers are desperately trying to get back to their villages.
Many have come to this ferry terminal eager to leave Bangladesh's capital. They want to return to their home villages before a new coronavirus lockdown takes effect on Thursday. With the public intercity transportation already suspended, some have squeezed into auto rickshaws, hopped onto motorbikes, and even hired ambulances to take them home. Khadija Begum and her family members, like many others here, are stranded next to highway, unable to find any transport.
We've been waiting here for several hours, but can't find any transport. We live nearby, but had to walk all the way here. We came to visit our relatives, but now we're not sure how we'll get back to Madripoor.
The ferries were packed with hundreds of people, ignoring health and safety protocols. Tens of thousands of people crossed into south and southwestern Bangladesh through this ferry terminal 40 miles outside of Dhaka. It's known as Shimulia Terminal. Now, there are many other terminals where people are still crossing. Many who are leaving the capital are migrant workers and daily wage earners. They can't stay in the city during the lockdown because they have no way of making a living.
We are leaving because everything is shutting down here and there's hardly any work. I have a family. It's much cheaper to manage ourselves in the village than in Dhaka, which is why we took the decision.
Health authorities fear that overcrowding in ferry terminals could worsen the spread of the virus.
We came to Dhaka with a patient to consult with a doctor here. Now, since everything is shutting down here, we decided to rush back home with many difficulties.
Hospitals across Bangladesh are being overwhelmed with new COVID-19 cases, and the daily deaths have more than doubled. Health experts are alarmed by the surge in infections.
It is spread now all over the country. More than 50 districts are in danger, more than 10% infectivity all over the country, and some of the 20 districts are having 20 plus infection rate in the country, and it is coming back to Dhaka also. It is increasing in Dhaka. So overall situation is alarming.
The government has deployed the army along with border guards and other security forces to enforce a strict shutdown in phases starting on Monday. Many health officials have been critical of its recent handling of the pandemic, which has been fueled by the Delta variant. Now they worry the situation could get worse if the new measures are not properly enforced. Tanvir Chaudhary, Al Jazeera, Mawa, Bangladesh.
And before we end the news, a quick recap of our main headlines. OIC Secretariat says Gambia indeed on path to host 2022 summit. AG Chamber suspends Penny Appeals criminal case. Rainbow Properties and Construction Company launched. TCFC clinches Tujarang Super Cup. On the international scene, Italy calls for African task force to tackle growing ISIL threat. Thousands stranded in Bangladesh before sweeping COVID lockdown. That's all for this edition of the news. Do join us tomorrow for more news. Please stay tuned and enjoy the rest of our programs. Until then, have a very good night.